Hey, how's it going, guys? Back again with another video. This is gonna be a watercolor video and hopefully an inspirational video because I have some thoughts, some positive thoughts. I want to bring some positivity into this video. And I'm desperately gonna try, and I'm really do my best and try to blend it in with what is going on here. Speaking of blending, here we go. That's a huge motorcycle, but I'm not gonna edit that out. Anyways, so right here, like I said, speaking of blending, I was blending with a huge brush. It just didn't work out. There was two big brushes, kind of like around the same size, and that small brush is all I used after that. Like, I honestly was like, this is actually pretty relaxing. You know, I was pretty relaxed. And then right here, you see on his right shoulder, I'm struggling to fill it in, but also make it look like shading. I kind of went there early on shading because that's just how I am naturally. So I kept telling myself, stop doing that, because I go to shading right away and I don't take it step by step. I feel like I lose concentration on what I'm doing, because when I do go that other route that I was just talking about, I call it the responsible route. Is when I do that, the drawings come out a lot better. I don't know if that's just me or that's just, I don't know, like a rule of artists, or I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, so I was gonna add that I wasn't very comfortable with watercolor. I honestly was like, I don't know, man, I haven't done this since kindergarten. And you know, I was like, I just gotta try it, man. I gotta just try something new, man. Stop being this boring artist that just does sketching and inking, and you know, that really goes well with life. You know, you got to try something that you've never tried before, and it honestly helps with depression. It helps with the feeling that you're stuck, the reason why you're stuck sometimes, why you feel that way. You might be stuck in other ways, kind of like you can't move out, like where you're living or whatever, but you know, you're working towards that. But in the meantime, have some fun, some like very cheap fun, because you know, you gotta, you know, I mean, watercolors is pretty cheap, at least the ones that I got. I don't know if like there's like higher companies, like I don't know, that does better watercolors. But anyways, you can see that I started doing some weird shading on his left leg. Yeah, right there. So I was doing some shading. I'm like, yeah, you know what, this is actually doing pretty good. And then I noticed that I did change the techniques or methods, whatever you want to call them, as I painted on. Like, at first I would get some paint and then some water and then some paint, and I'm like, man, it's just like not really filling in, but I'm gotta have some patience. And then I realized that if I add more paint and less water, then you know, everything would spread and it'd be thicker. But then when I did that, it covered the lines like a little bit too much, and so I had to use more water to spread around. So what I ended up doing kind of towards the end, like not the very end, but somewhere around the end, I started just doing some dabs of whatever color I was using. And by the way, right here for the shading, I'm not even using like a dark red. I'm using like some type of brown. It didn't have names on the stuff on the packet, but yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I would add some dots and then some water, and it would spread. And then after that, I would manipulate it, and it would, you know, come out nicely, at least in my opinion. And it was awesome. It was a lot easier, and I love figuring all that out. And sorry about my hair again. Anyways. But like I was saying, you have to apply. Like, I felt so happy. I don't know why, and I think I know why now. I think it's because I tried something new, and I told myself, you know, I just took it upon myself, because I'm not that type of person to try something new by himself, you know. But I mean, watercolor, you don't need to do it with another person. But I get myself. I hope you get me. But yeah, I tried something new. I just felt so inspired, and I want to do more. I want to do more watercolor videos. I'm gonna color a landscape that I did for a friend. All right, here the dots, right where his knuckles are. I'm gonna do a couple of dots and then put some water, and it'll spread. Right here, I was using some gray and then spreading, or some black and then spreading the. You know what? No, it was gray. It was gray, and then I was just like whatever, spreading the water. Yeah, so I just did that in his knuckles. But like I was saying, I'm gonna do a landscape for a friend. Hopefully it's gonna come out good, and hopefully not as much of watercolor, because I did have to retrace over these lines, even the shading. but the result came a lot better. A lot better. You see on his left shoulder, right there, that's where most of the shading is covered. So I'm gonna have to go back, or by shading I mean the cross hatching. I'm gonna have to go back in and fill it in, and it honestly comes out better because I feel like the lines look deeper, kind of like when you draw on top of a pencil drawing, and for some reason it kind of adds depth to the, I don't know, like it has a better effect. But that's why I feel so bad when I'm erasing my sketches. I'm like, should I leave it in there? I think I should. At least I used to think, I'm like, nah, it's a sketch, I shouldn't leave it in there. Like I used to put rules and boundaries, now it's like, man, whatever, I color over the lines, the fuck. Anyways, here for Venom I was kind of struggling. I don't know. Actually I was, because I think I was focusing too much on the lines, and I just didn't really memorize them or bother to memorize them. So that's why I was like, I gotta see through the lines. So I didn't really add much shading, but then I got comfortable with it. I don't know why. I don't know. And by the way, this is a Venom that's coming out for the new movie. So I just thought I throw him in here. But yeah, the shading was kind of like weird for me because he is upside down. But then again, if I were to draw him up or color him upside down with the drawing upside down, I think I'd get even more confused. Right here, honestly, this was so much fun with the black. I felt like it was a lot easier than the red. I feel like I put way too much love on Spider-Man because I mean he is a lot closer, but yeah, I even like edited the webs or stylized the webs, kind of like to add like to make it feel like the webs are in his suit, just they look a little bit too deep, but don't think about that too much. But in the game, when I was playing Spider-Man PS4, which I want to put a gameplay, but I'm still trying to figure out like the mic and all that stuff with the Elgato, and yeah, I just don't want to take too long. I just want to figure it out. But yeah, anyways, what was I saying? Oh, I forgot. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a nice day, and thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and like and subscribe. Okay, I'm gonna stop.